I looked at Ralph's book and it says you should play with D-Dust. Commercial break. If you want to get buff as fuck, you should check out fuckapoplastic.com with a 10% code. Rob's a cuck, but still love him. But I am too toxic to admit it. And commercial. Holy shit, Tech. That donation. That was good stuff right there. It was very exciting. You should have checked Ralph's book. You should play with D-Dust. Oh my gosh. And the sad thing is, if he would just play with me, I would shout him out and stuff. But I know he's gonna come to me and he's gonna ask me for a shout out, and I'm gonna tell him, like, hey Dustin. Hey buddy. Yeah. You wanna play Fortnite without me for a month straight? Every time I ask, you shut me down. And then you come to me on your hands, on your knees, on your hands and your knees, and you ask me, Rob, Warshak, the guy, the goose, the one, the only, the guy who drinks a lot of alcohol, but still gets some people to watch him anyway because I don't know how. Yeah, that guy. Me. You're gonna ask me for a shout out? Get nothing! Get nothing! Back to the Hearthstone camp. Back to the, Hearthstone gameplay. Sorry about that. Little pent up anger there. Little pent, just a little pent, just not a lot of pent, just a little pent. We need more beer. No, but seriously though, what I learned in my class tonight actually made me extremely mad. So we had to read over this case. Right? Should I let you guys? Would you like to read over the case? You can read over the case. For those of you who like, this is actually a case that went to the Supreme Court, which is kind of a big deal because the Supreme Court is like, the Supreme Court. It's not long. It's like a paragraph. For those of you who can read, I can't really read, so it took me a little bit longer than I suppose you guys could, do this in. But I'm going to assume that you too could read this, right? And like, in order to understand what I learned, you have to read this. Okay, so I'm gonna put it up on the side of the screen, and I'll let you read it. Give you a couple minutes, That has to get pinged. Oh, I gotta prep? This deck is amazing. Actually, I don't think I'm even allowed to show you this, but fuck UCF. Alright. Can I should be able to show you all this. Alright. Alright, for those of you who actually want to do it, screenshot this right here. That's literally like 3 sentences, 1 sentence. We're talking 7 sentences. If you actually want to know what I learned tonight, I'll lay it down to you. Right here. Screenshot it, move it over, copy pasta it into the paint. And then in about 2 minutes, I'll talk about it.
What to do?
Those of you who don't understand, this is for master's degree, business administration. It's business law. Let's see where these go. Okay. Hey, all went face. All right, so how do I want to do this? This is gonna trade here, right? First, and then we'll use the breath to see what kills, what goes down. That's a good one. Now this can get pinged. Goes to 2. Those are at 2. Want to do this. Want to do this. And these go face because I'm using Blizzard next turn. All right. So, about the case. So, basically, how did this whole thing wind up? So, for those of you who didn't read it, I'm going to summarize. If for those of you who also read it may not have understood. A lady, like, basically an investigation was going on against the manager for harassment. They asked someone who originally did not file the complaint. Someone in the office was like, hey, you know, they came to her and said, hey, we heard from a different person that this boss is harassing you. Is that true? It came to the conclusion, she was like, this boss has been harassing me. He puts his fucking wiener schnitzels in the what do you call them, window of my room. He's groped his nutsiculars and said, yo, you want some of this sweet puff cakes? Of course she does not want any of his sweet puff cakes, right? Nobody wants that. Then, under their investigation of finding out whether that guy was sexually harassed or not, they found that the lady who they asked, who didn't complain, but they asked, is he being sexual harassed, has been being harassed. If she's been being sexually harassed, the investigation led to them finding out that she was embezzling money. Right? So, when they found out she was embezzling money, they fired her. Not filed her. They didn't file her away. That'd be rude. You don't want to file someone away. Fuck, how do I play this out? Why am I lagging? I'll get back to it in a sec. Instead of drawing a card, I feel like this gets pinged. And this gets double traded. And this is just going to get cheaper every turn. I already used a ping, so that won't work. So I think actually this is the play. Play this. Then play snipe. This goes face. Please, Alex, don't do that to me. Why do you gotta do stuff like that to me, Alex? You know that hurts me bad. You know it hurts me so bad. But you do it to me anyway, Alex. I swear, if he volcanoes, I'm gonna be so sad. Anyway, so they found out through the investigation that she was embezzling money. She gets fired. The guy who was sexually harassing her did not get fired. So she went to this went to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court ruled that she was fired because she submitted. I picked the card, right? So I just picked this. And I just went. And went to the Supreme Court, and it was ruled that she was being abused for answering the questions accordingly, and that they couldn't hold her embezzlement against her because the only reason they found out, the only reason that the company even found out about the embezzlement is because they asked her about her sexually abusive boss, or sexually harassing boss, and therefore, because she was helping them with a different thing and they stumbled across her embezzling money, she couldn't be at risk of embezzlement, which is fucking retarded. That is the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard. And now, like, a whole bunch of the companies, so basically what you have now is if you're embezzling money in a company, all you have to do is start an investigation about something that would somehow lead someone to find out you're embezzling money but since you were involved in the investigation by supplying them information that led to your getting caught, you can no longer be in trouble for fucking embezzling money from your own company. And I asked my teacher this. I said, that doesn't even make fucking sense. So you're telling me I can go to a company, I can steal from them. All I have to do is start an investigation without them knowing I'm starting the investigation to catch myself indirectly by doing something else, and I don't get in trouble? And the crazy part is she walked away. They gave her money. They gave her 1.56 million fucking dollars. They gave this bitch $5.56 million for stealing money from her fucking work because she was sexually harassed. I lost my goddamn mind, chat. I lost it in class. I fucking lost it. And I said $5.6 million for stealing money! Are you on crack? Like, what? How? What? I'll take a dick in the face for $5.6 million. You can put like 15 dicks around this shit. Give me $1.56 million. You can put as many dicks around my fucking face as you want. The fuck is that shit? It was 1.56 million, not 5.6 million. 1.56. Uno. 5.60 million. My teacher couldn't give me an answer when I asked her, by the way. For those of you who are wondering what happens when I asked her about it. She goes, that's a good point. I said, yeah. Yeah, it is. That's a really good point. Yo, Sal with the sub. 9 months in a row with the poggers. You use that case when someone else have to start an investigation about something unrelated? Exactly, Grav. How hard would it be for me to have someone else start how hard would it be for me to get someone else to start an investigation about something that would indirectly lead to my laundering of money in the company? If you're smart enough to launder for a while in a company, you're smart enough to start a plan to get yourself caught. Because if you're laundering, you know how you can get caught. So all you have to do is have someone else do something that you like. It's all about like control, right? If you can control situations and have people do what you want, which is technically manipulation, which is, you know, very frowned upon in the business world. But if you think about it, you know, a little manipulation here and there for 1.56 million fucking dollars. You tell me you put a bunch of dicks in somewhere over here, you got dicks everywhere. You know what I'm saying? All they gotta get is some fucking pleb to talk about some shit, to lead somebody to some shit that some stumbles across my investigation when they ask me some questions. You know what I'm saying? For $1.56 million, you better believe I'm sitting down for a couple weeks. I'm coming down with a plan. Now that I've already told everybody my plan, obviously this plan is no longer gonna work. But in theory, if I was a bad person, which I'm a very good, kind-hearted person with zero toxicity in my bones, you know, I would never do something as cruel as that, of course. Sounds like we're gonna be rich. Heal to 30 health. Is he gonna go for Spooge? Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why is he going for draw? I'm so confused. This is not good. People who go for draw spook me. Oh, there's the armor. Why did it cost 0 mana? Anybody fucking know why this costs 0 mana? Anybody? Timey Wanderer? What the fuck's a Timey Wanderer? Never heard of the card. Apparently it's really good. Made branching path cost 0. Oh, back up to lots of health. Oh. That guy. You're right. What's a timey wanderer? Rob, read the fucking cards! Get some vagina in the face for 5.6 million gablooms. Dude, give me the gablooms. Give me the gablooms. This deck is amazing, chat. I've never seen a deck better. Alright, chat, are we drinking straight alcohol now, or are we gonna sip on that Bardo? Oh my goodness gracious, he just dropped UI like it was nobody's fucking business. I mean, he still loses because he's a pleb face, but Wiener Schnitzels. I was actually gonna ping my own 2-3, but that actually frees it. That'd have been really bad. I haven't played Hearthstone in weeks. I don't know, something about the meta I don't like. Yo, what up, Pip-Boy? Yeah, it's been a while. It's been, yeah. I mean, it's okay. It's not the best. How are we 5-0? I don't even play Arena. We in it to win it. Be a good boy is what we're doing tonight. No fraud, Alex. No misrepresentation. No sexual harassment.
Jane versus Arthas.
Why?
You asked for it.
I'm just kidding. Bloggers! I'm just kidding. Yeah, I think we should drink straight. I'm feeling loose. All right, so coin, berserker, easy. So we're just gonna, we don't want to go too deep tonight, guys, because we already had a couple beers, right? So we're gonna, it's a very generous, not so generous, just a calm pour. We don't want to do, we don't want to pour too crazy, you know. We don't want to fill up the glass too much. We just want to get a small, like a small sip, right? Just a small sip, just a nice little spoonful, nothing too crazy. Again, we don't want to do anything too crazy now. Just a small little just smudge. Ooh, papaya. Ay, caramba. What if somebody was sexually harassing somebody if they're a part of an ex? What are you talking about, G-Money? What is someone was sexually harassing someone if they were a part of an investigation? You're gonna have to give me more context. It wasn't even sexually abusive at all. There was no sexual abuse at all. There was zero sexual abuse, chat. It was sexual harassment. He put his slongerdonger on the window that she could see it, and then he groped his nutter butters and said, she said, "Hey, how's it going? What's up?" And he said, "You know what's up," and he grabbed his nutter butters. There was no actual physical anything. Drinking a small little smudge myself is a little. Yo, Baps with the 3, dude. A Bapsy boy dropping the 3. Well, sorry guys, but I gotta go to bed. I'll catch you later. Yo, Danny boy, before you go, Danny boy, you still there? You're still there, Danny boy. I got a little surprise for you. Oh, do I trade this into here? Probably not. Same thing. If I don't or I do. There you go, buddy. Been hanging out in the stream for a long time now. You're always a good dude. Always answering questions. Always helping out. Always being respectful. Even went out of your way to meet me in person. I think it's more than enough time. And good deeds you've done to deserve yourself of a nice little sword next to your name, my dude. Keep being a cool dude. Keep being you. Thanks, man. Have a good night. Drop the bass. Hit him up. Hit him up, buddy. Everybody. Drop the bass. Yo, rip me another blizzard or a flame strike. Right here, right now. Come on. No, yeah, yeeties. Crippo root face. Crippo root face. Right, I gotta think a couple turns ahead now. Alright, so this turn, Devil Sword trades, this trades, this trades. Devil Sword 8. Can't ping. Gonna take a lot. Gonna have to probably go apple bottom. Yeah. I saw that one. I think I lose this one. Got too much shit on board too fast. I mean, I guess I could technically win this if I go Blizzard into Flame Strike. That's how I win. But besides that, this guy had really good stuff. You draw this, add a random spell, Blizzard. Counter spell, that's not gonna stop him. Gonna stop him 0%, chat. Can't do anything else, that's all I can do. Let's take a look at the damage. Damage goes to 5, 4, 6, 9. That's just lethal, right? Because that's 16. We're looking at 8, 13. So he needs 3 damage.
Follow the rules.
Yeah, for sure, man. Appreciate you. You being you, man. You deserve it. Woo! He's gonna wreck this game. His deck was really good, though. Like, really good. Our deck is good, but our early game is really bad. His early game was sick.